fall in love. You already know the deal. I see you trying to make it real, and I wish I had the time to kill, but I should really be going, running late to my show, yeah. But you're treating me so good, and I really don't got the space, 'cause I've been on the move. I might need a little break. You're jumping in too soon. Can you take the pressure? We can end it now or later. I hate a perfect fit. I'm talking tailored. Find someone who matches my behavior.
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Here we go. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Uses the glass. To finish the layup. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Blocked! Three-pointer. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his three ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the three-point line tonight. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. For three, here's Lillard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Lillard can knock these things down in his sleep. He makes it look so easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it! The defender is called for the block, and he could turn this into a three-point play.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw in this game. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Count that bucket.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
That free throw misses. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And he gets the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Back to Trent. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lopez. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. Right wing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's Holmgren missing. The Bucks trail by 7. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Outside Porter to the paint. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Here's Williams. Misses off the left iron.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Hartenstein. Lopez with the steal. And they're on the break. Trent from long range. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
And Trent, the majority of his shots are going to come from distance.
Williams with it. Now Porter defending. Now Holmgren. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. Pass to Trent. Dort with a steal. By himself. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And Dort's defense igniting the break that time. Good anticipation as to where the ball was going.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Kept alive. Dort outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Porter from outside. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Pass to Holmgren. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Pulls it. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Yeah, Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Bucks trail by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. BA?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Porter. A clear look for Bamba. Cash assisting on the play was Porter.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Williams from long range drains the triple. Williams has got 5 now.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time. Rise up and... Flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by Bamba. Outside Porter. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What insane...
The Bucks, 23.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Out to Portis. From downtown. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
Once he has the ball, if his feet are set up, Bobby's going to let those rip.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Top of the key jumper, no good. Milwaukee in the lead. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
If there's one drawback to Bobby Portis in his game is that emotionally you just want him to box that in at times. That passion, and sometimes really get your teammates going.
And over the last half-decade, Brent, Bobby Portis has been the best 6-man big you can find.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, B.A. He comes in, he gives you some great scoring in some stretches, plays some solid defense. He's got a lot of fire to his game. So this is the exact kind of guy that your team needs in the second unit.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
And the shot's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The floater. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Bamba. Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Inside. Stolen by Caruso.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Lillard. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the wingspan coming into play for SGA, just getting on top of that one.
From behind the arc. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Portis outside. Off target from 3-point range. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Wiggins. it's blocked by Bamba. Lillard outside. To the inside. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Here's Lillard. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent, but Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special. And when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable.
And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Here's Lillard. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Oh, Dame time!
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's see those crews.
There's a minute 34 left in the second period. Dort outside. Williams from long range. Nails it from 3. Williams has got 11 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Lopez. Porter looks it over. Now on to Kumpo. He's covered by Holmgren. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Rejected by Holmgren. Lopez with the steal. Porter with it. Hartenstein covering. Pass to Kuzma. Trent left side. Now Lopez. Wide open look. The shot's good. He has 6.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
Here's Williams. Giannis with the rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
That one goes. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 1. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. And we're not even in the second half.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting when you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut. That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Porter's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Pass to Holmgren. Williams with it. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Trent. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Trent's got 5 points.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Holmgren with the block.
They're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Tipped. And he's able to get it back. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. The 3 is up. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout, timeout.
He's got 16.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Bucks trail by 14. To stop the run. Holmgren with the block. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Counted, and he'll shoot one more at the line. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talent would be better suited elsewhere.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Pass to Williams. Takes a 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Bucks trail by 21. For 3, here's Lillard. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
Gotta like watching Lillard pull right up on the defense. Outstanding at catching him off guard.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. From deep, Holmgren. And they'll keep possession. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gritty player in close. Gilgeous-Alexander with the extra effort.
And here's Lillard. He's got 19. Again, the miss by Lillard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, they get a hand on it. Trent with it. And a fast break now for the Thunder.
And just making it happen. Williams with active hands defensively to jumpstart the fast break.
Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Lays it up and banks it in. Bamba's got 8.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Dort, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's good for 2.
Inside, Giannis knows he's got all the tools, height, touch, power, it's all there.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Over Kuzma. Williams misses. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. It's an 18-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Hits the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Just 4 to shoot. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 21. Pass to Dort. Here's Bamba. Here's Trent. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
82. The Bucks. 60.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
3-on-3. And here's Caruso outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
The 3, here's Lillard. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Jumps up. Throws it down. And the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Aaron Wiggins. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins from long range. Rebounded by Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo. And no good, trying to use the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Pass to Wiggins. Williams up top. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Williams has got his first basket. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up. He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Caruso outside. Fires the 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander good for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And that one's good. Lillard.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Pass to Williams. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Lillard outside. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved, but he's adding to his game.
The importance of getting your second NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
Count the basket.
It's pretty good focus. Giannis gets in there. Tough to rattle him a little bit. I don't know if he even saw that guy's superb concentration.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here he goes. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Watching that guy put on a burst of speed, he takes up so much of the floor. What a burst by Giannis.
Pass to Holmgren. Fires for three. With the putback. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Back to Holmgren. Goes up again. The Thunder with another miss.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul so far. Now Lillard. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Trent with it.
Get up to throw down. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Pass to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Knocks down the long J. Williams has got 19 points.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Holmgren. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Rebounded by Trent. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Bucks trail by 21. Pass to Antetokounmpo. A little mid-range shot is up. Off the left rim and out.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout,
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. 1:04 left in the game. Porter from outside. Green for 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 52 points. Knocks it loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Porter's the screen. Here's Porter. Deflected. They recover it. Shot clock at 3. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And of course, that one was just crazy.
Outside, Green. No good with the triple. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up.